Hello everyone, this is going to be a bit of an off-the-cuff video that I'm making just for anybody that needs it. I'm going to be demonstrating how to install Windows 11 LTSC with basically all of the creature comforts that I personally use that you might find useful. What I mean by that is when you use Windows 11, when you use LTSC versions of Windows, they are sort of like a stripped back version of Windows while maintaining the regular operating system. It doesn't include any of the extra garbage that you have in something like the Pro or the Home or even some of the Enterprise editions. For example, you don't have Copilot installed by default. You don't have, back in the day for Windows 10, it didn't have Cortana installed. It didn't have the store installed at all, which can create some problems when there's apps that you have to use the store, but I'm just showing you exactly how you can get those things back. So we're going to start from a fresh install and build up from there. So I'm going to create just a basic virtual machine of Windows 11. Okay, so I went ahead and configured the virtual machine that I'm going to be using. So just to show you real quick, I'm using this ISO. You can get these ISOs from Microsoft themselves. I don't know if this one's pre-activated or not, but we'll find out together. Microsoft doesn't really care. It's nobody's business. But anyway, this is just a bog standard VM. I do want to try one thing actually real quick. I'm gonna disconnect the Ethernet and see if it's okay with that, because Windows nowadays requires you to use a Microsoft account unless you go through a whole lot of hoops to make an offline account. I think LTSC you can get away with using it still, the version that's you can get from Microsoft, so we'll find out together. So I'm going to say I want to install Windows 11. I don't have a product key. We'll install. You want to do IoT because you get updates for longer, security updates. Like I think you get security updates on the IoT branch until like 2038 or something ridiculous like that. I don't know what the subscription one difference is between that and the other versions, but that's just the one I always pick. Pick your drive. Okay, so I'm gonna let this run and see what it says at the end. Okay, so Windows got through its first part of installing, so we're gonna see if we can proceed without a network connection. Well, actually, is the network connected? It may have reconnected at reboot when it rebooted. Okay, it's not connected. Okay. Okay, so I could still say I don't have Ethernet. I have another video on what to do at that step if you don't have that button, but since we're doing LTSC, that doesn't really matter. So just make an account. Don't want a password. Turn off all this crap that we don't need. And the nice thing about disconnecting the network is it won't get Windows updates because after that step, it'll start checking for Windows updates, or if you're installing with an older build, it will complain, say, we're gonna go get updates to keep your system up to date. And that part takes forever. I like to do that part manually, but, you know, if you don't mind it, you can go ahead and do the updates then if you want. And you can also create the online account as normal if you want as well. This is just the process that I go through. So we're just going to wait for the sort of OOBE to finish its process. It's actually finishing up right now. Okay. First things first, I'm going to install VMware tools so that this process is a little bit smoother, I would say. And it's installed. And so now we'll reboot. Now, the two main things that you may want as a Windows user is Microsoft Store, and this is just a pure preference on my part. There's the little widget thing in the taskbar that displays the weather or headlines or news, whatever the hell else. So I'm going to show you how to get that back. First things first, I'm gonna be providing the links to all of these downloads that I'm gonna be going through in the description. So there's this GitHub depository. Oh yeah, I forgot. I'm not on the internet. My bad. Try again. Alright, there we go. Okay, so this is the LTSC add-on store GitHub thing. Just download the source code. Did it download? Oh, there. I didn't even see it. I need two of them. Go ahead and extract. And this, you're gonna see this add store. Run as administrator. Run, yes. Ignore all the Chinese warnings and all the scary looking things on the page. This works. Doesn't have malware, promise. I wouldn't use it if it had malware. So this will install the store Xbox Identity app installer, but older versions. So now when you go in here, you can see the store has that old Windows 10 icon. It will not load correctly. You gotta go to downloads. It'll ask you to update. Let the update run. And actually, while we're doing that, we can also do the widget thing, which you can go to the gpedit.msc. Oh, there's our updated store. And one thing you really want to make sure, if you're like me and use Widget, you have to like go to your library and make sure that this updates. I've only seen it update once I click on my library. It's really confusing. I don't know why it doesn't auto update. Just click it, it'll work. So now we could go into like, oh, I don't know. Do it from here. Do I not have PowerShell installed? Well, I'm trying to use the shorthand and it won't even let me. Okay. Okay, yeah, we have Winget installed. Okay. That was all I was checking. I prefer to just install through Winget. That was what that whole spiel was about. Anyway, go to Administrative Templates. Go to Group Policy, Computer Configuration, Administrative Templates, Windows Components. Scroll down to Widgets. Check on Allow Widgets. Double click that, hit Enabled. And then you're going to go back to your browser, search for Windows Web Experience Pack. You should find a link. Windows 11 forum has it, I believe. So go to this website. I have it in the description as well. And you can hit... Isn't that the web page? This was the web page. Oh, here's the button. I couldn't find it. That's my bad. There we go. Okay. I'll just provide a direct link to this. So you can hit install. Go ahead and hit get. It will download. Now it might not work by default, so next thing to do is just reboot. See how quick this goes. Should be like 5 seconds maybe. That is fast. And as you can see, we have our little widget thing down here. So it worked. And just to verify, we're going to do WinVer. As you can see, we are running Windows 11 IoT Enterprise LTSC. And it's working just fine. I'm guessing this was a pre-activated copy because it's not bitching at me about activation. You can do it legally or less than legally. I don't know. That's none of my business. This is for educational purposes only, by the way. And that'll wrap it up. I think that covers everything that I want to say. Oh yeah, just one other thing I want to add really quickly. One other thing you can get is one other thing that you can get to further make Windows work better is WinArrow Tweaker. Don't need anything special. Zip. Don't even need 7-zipped or anything to zip it, so just extract. Set up. And I've talked about this program before, but agree to the license. But you can do a lot of quality of life changes in here, and you can do a lot of quality of life changes in here. Disable telemetry things, which is like here you can block unwanted apps in the start menu. That's the main one. You can disable bloat and edge, whatever that means. You can just check all of these. And if you want to save this for another person, if you're setting up a computer for somebody that's not as literate and you don't have a lot of time as well, you can export your tweaks, which is something I didn't even realize. So here's what I have done so far. Just save it to desktop. And there you go. So you could just install this and plop your tweaks right onto another computer. It's great. And that point, that should wrap up everything that I wanted to go through. This is basically, in summation, just a quick overview on how to get the store in Windows 11 because you might need it, as well as if you want the widgets, all without having to install base Windows 11 with all of its feature updates that you don't want, as well as Copilot and the AI garbage that nobody wants. So, yeah, that's it. Take care.